Well, good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Malaysia. This is the 2026 BCL Asia East, and tonight it is a big game between Johor Southern Tigers and High-Tech Basketball. Well, you just saw the fixtures that have taken place so far. Here are the standings at the moment. Johor Southern Tigers, a win tonight would see them overtake High-Tech Basketball. Remember, the last time these two teams met, it was an overtime thriller in which the champions of Thailand finished with a 90-80 victory. Meanwhile, in Group B, we're currently in Chinese Taipei. Undefeated Taiyuan Puyuan Pilots will be in action again, as well as the new Taipei City Kings. But tonight, it's all about Malaysian hoops. We're live at the Larkin Arena in Johor, Malaysia. And I think one thing we can tell is they love basketball here. The atmosphere in the close encounter versus Dewa United, which only took place last night, was an unbelievable, breathtaking sight. The atmosphere was exhilarating. No Malaysian team has been to the BCL Asia since NS Matrix Diaz back in 2024. And of course, last night was the first win for a Malaysian team in BCL Asia East ever since NS Matrix Diaz last season defeated Bishreld Metal on the road. Well, High-Tech, of course, they also had a close encounter against Dewa United. One Freddie Leash, number 3. You can just see him there in front of Nakorn Jaisanik. Of course, coming up with a big steal and the three-pointer that pushed the game into overtime. But tonight is going to be a tough encounter, as Dewa United found out. Johor Southern Tigers are at home. And, well, these fans, they make up a 6th man on the courts. Well, High-Tech need to get a bit more tonight out of Emmanuel Jesu. His return to the BCL Asia East, of course, has given them a lot of, I would say, a lot of injection of inside presence, but also the addition of Spencer Williams-Rogers as well. High-Tech are a very good basketball team, and like JST, Johor Southern Tigers, they've earned the right to be here. Well, if we go to that big victory for JST last night against Dewa United, they led by plus 20 points. But in the end, hung on for a very big win led by Scotty Lewis with 30 points. And Ahmed Hill chipped in 24. Now, very big performance from Iranian international British-born Aaron Gramapur, who was 4 rebounds shy of a double-double with his 17 points. Well, you just know one thing. It's going to be a very exciting game. Two teams, same ambition. Remember, 2 groups A and B here in BCL Asia East. But only 2 will end up qualifying to make it to the final tournament, which is still yet to be decided who will be the host this upcoming season. Well, the opportunities that have been given from BCL Asia East, already we've had outstanding windows in Tangerang, Indonesia, Hong Kong, China, and currently here in Johor, Malaysia, as well as Taipei and Chinese Taipei. But remember, opportunities have provided a lot for everybody. So if you want to get involved, contact your local organizing committee, your LOC, as we will be heading to both Bangkok and Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia for a final 2 windows before we head to the final 6. And remember, content creators, but well, let's introduce the referees. We have Lee Kyung-wan coming from Korea, Chungwang Chur-chan coming from Chinese Taipei, and Yana Nikogosyan coming from Kazakhstan. Well, the gentleman standing right behind our officials is Mr. Andrew Terra, Commissioner and Technical Delegate for tonight's game. So a big thank you to everybody. And there is the big beast, born and raised in Stockport, Manchester, United Kingdom, but represented Iran at the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup as well as the 2021 Olympics. Well, Chi Wei Lim will be the primary point guard tonight. He'll be in the backcourt along with Mei Mei Ting Chun Hong, who's a part of the Malaysian national team, and the big 3 of Gramapur, Lewis, and Hill will all make up the starting 5, which does leave Malaysian international superstar Wong Yi-ho coming off the bench for Johor Southern Tigers. Well, going back to what I was saying, of course, head coach Yong Kian-an, if you're a basketball journalist or a basketball influencer, you want to get involved, remember, the opportunities right now are very big with BCL Asia East. So get your accreditation and come join us in both Bangkok and Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. High-Tech will go with Eric Freeman, Fred Leash, Jamsawat Pongsakorn, along with Akas Fields and Janatip Jakarwan, who I would say is probably one of the greatest, if not the very best, Thai center in the history of Thai basketball. Well, they would love to go 2-0 against Johor Southern Tigers. Coach Hachikam Nutiako knows he's got a very talented team. With the additions of both Emmanuel Ajesu and Spencer Williams-Rogers, this only propels their chances to try and not only get to the Final Six, but who knows, become one of those two teams that qualifies, where whoever makes it out of BCL Asia East, they'll go to BCL Asia 2026 to play against the champions of China's CBA, the two very best from the FIBA Vassal, as well as the three top teams of Japan, Korea, and the Philippines from the East Asia Super League, which will be Utsunomiya Brecks, SK Seoul Knights, and Meralco Bolts. Those numbers right there from Scotty Lewis, drafted by the Charlotte Hornets in 2021 in the NBA draft. Didn't spend a lot of time in the NBA as well as the G League, but a brief time in both Lebanon and the Canadian CEBL. But talk about an experienced player in this part of the world. Aaron Garamapor spent a lot of the bulk of his career playing in both Spain and Europe, but also in Chinese Taipei in the Plus League. But he's been monumental. And that's a FIBA Basketball World Cup center, because he played alongside the great Hamid Haddadi, arguably one of the greatest centers in the history of the FIBA Asia Cup. And right now, he's carrying the mantle, the torch. And there's Mei, Ting Chin Hong. And what's interesting with Mei, as well as Wang Yi-ho, number 11, who'll be coming off the bench, I would say that they're currently the two best Malaysian players today, as they're currently a part of the FIBA Asia Cup pre-qualifiers, trying to get their country ready to take part in the future FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers when we finish with the 2027 FIBA Basketball World Cup. So a lot to like about this team. I mean, they're a volume three-point shooting team, because it was an overtime defeat, but a victory for High Tech. And the thing for Johor Southern Tigers, they took over 43-pointers shooting below 30%. And Eric Freeman, in my mind, is probably one of the better centers you'll find here in BCL Asia East. Slightly undersized, given that he'll probably go up against Aaron Garamapor, but nearly averaging a double-double. But with the addition, as I said, with Emmanuel Ajesu, they've got a lot of depth. And there's Ackersfield's one of the primary scorers for this team, just averaging under 20 points per game. And the thing about Ackersfield, which you have to love about him, he can turn it on and off whenever he wants. And if you want to know more, he's got a magnificent personality, a true fan favorite, as he loves the drama and the emotion. And there's a man who's probably one of the most experienced point guards, not only in Thai basketball, but he's played professionally in Indonesia, Mongolia, played for the Broncos very briefly this season. But he knew one thing: his goal was to come back to Thailand to get this club to the BCL Asia. Because probably the heartbreak of his career was Thailand not qualifying for the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup last summer in Saudi Arabia. But they came close, but not close enough. But now they can focus on club basketball. Janatip Jakrawan really came onto the scene in 2021 during back then it was the 2021 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers, and had a hell of a battle against Lester Prosper in the Indonesian national team during the midst of the global pandemic of COVID-19. A lot of superstars and fans. Like I said, if you love BCL Asia, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms of X, Instagram, and Facebook. A big shout out to the FIBA Asia organization and the BCL Asia group, who've done a magnificent job of posting the very best content, the highlights, and all of the updates of this magnificent tournament. And make sure you like FIBA's live YouTube stream and follow us on YouTube. Remember, the key thing tonight here for JST, build on the momentum, the confidence that they took from the win against the defending IBL champions. But not only would a win take them ahead of High Tech, remember, these three teams will all meet each other again in just under 2 weeks' time in Bangkok, Thailand. But if they can win by more than 10, they would win a potential head-to-head. Welcome, everybody. We're live here in Johor, Malaysia. This is window number 2 of Group A, the BCL Asia East 2026. Janatip Jakrawan of Thailand jumping against Aaron Garamapor of Iran. It's a FIBA Asia Cup battle within BCL Asia East. Well, JST will get the first possession with Chi Wei Lim, as they want to find Scotty Lewis and Ahmed Hill. Both players possess such a heavy threat from the three-point line. Garamapor finding Lewis. Lewis penetrates, goes in, draws a foul, so he'll go to the free throw line. It's always going to be a tough test here for High Tech. I mean, you know Lewis is going to get to the bucket. The question is, how many help side defenders are you going to have at bay? Because remember, Johor Southern Tigers are a volume three-point shooting team. Well, Scotty Lewis's numbers have been magnificent so far in the first 3 games, averaging 25 points. Because prior to this game, he's taken a total of 28 free throws, only missing 9 of those at 67%, but well, he's a certified scorer, but he misses both of them. Well, make that 11 misses in 3 games, or 4 games, I should say. Johor Southern Tigers, like they're in a zone defense. Leach keeps this one under control. Leach penetrates, a lot of contact, but he does get the ad one. But he'll go to the free throw line. Well, Freddie Leach, this veteran player, has been around the block for quite a while, but I don't think he's going to retire anytime soon, and he kind of gives you those vibes. Maybe 20, 30, 40 years from now, whether it's High Tech or the Thailand national team, they'll be looking to recruit new players alongside to play against him. I mean, he doesn't look like he'll finish playing anytime soon. Started his professional career with High Tech back in 2013. Because he also played in Malaysia for the Westport Malaysia Dragons, a team that formerly played in BCL Asia when it was known as FIBA Asia Champions Cup. It just goes to show the experience. Over nearly a decade and a half of excellence from Freddie Leach. Chiwei Lim trying to find an opening. Ground ball bumps, goes in. He draws a foul. Now he'll go to the free throw line. I think there was a bit of a delayed reaction there from both Chiwei Lim and Aaron Gramapore. But the big fella will go to the charity stripe. Well, born in Stockport, Lancashire, just outside of the beautiful city of Manchester, played his university basketball at Seton Hall. 4 seasons. Now, in his resume, very impressive to say the least. Started with Gran Canaria, a team that currently plays in the BCL Europe. Also played in Mexico, Argentina. Also played for Cibona back in 2017, which, for the basketball fans out there, is the infamous club of Croatia that once hosted the late, great Drazen Petrovic. We're just getting the free throw. Lewis comes up with it. Look out below with a two-handed jam. Well, that's Scotty Lewis's way of converting turnovers into quick, fast break buckets. That's why you've always got to be on your guard whenever you see a bit of full-court pressure from JST. Giants are wide open in the corner. That's way off the mark. May comes up with a rebound. Chiwei Lim trying to lead the fast break. Well, Grammapore's got a seal off. They don't get the ball to him. Lewis finding Hill. Hill going to his left. This is very well defended. He'll step back for a 3, and that's a deep Sanford show from downtown. Well, his confidence. He doesn't mind taking 3s, catch and shoot off the dribble. So you've got to contain him as best as possible. High Tech just breaking down the full court press. Chakrawan up against Mei. Twisting, turning. Well, that's good footwork, but unable to finish. And that's going to remain High Tech possession on the baseline. Because I would say Janitip Chakrawan, specifically when he came on the scene, is probably one of the more technical, fundamental centers you're going to find in East Asia. Leach left wide open. He'll fire a 3. It's not going to cut it. Mei just coming up with a rebound. Yesterday's victory against Delhi United definitely has propelled the confidence here for Johor Southern Tigers. Lewis going for the tough fadeaway. Well, Lewis still down. High Tech can't take advantage. That time Leash, reluctantly taking the 3 and turning it over. Lewis keeps it alive, finds Chiwei Lim, and he'll get his first field goal tonight. That's why you always run in transition to try and help to give yourself a man ahead. Interesting zone defense with Mei at the back and Scotty Lewis at the front. Is they can see a deep dagger coming from Freddie Leach. Well, that is Fredalicious. 2-possession deficit. We're trying to get a full screen here with Lewis. Lewis now denies the screen. He's got to make one more pass now. Maybe will go for it. But that's what this team wants to do. Get those open looks from the three-point line. Offensively, they run everything through Scotty Lewis and Ahmed Hill. Jacqueline, defended by Aaron Garamaport. Tried Sawad nearly turning it over. And does just that. Ackersfield's unable to save it. And that's a costly turnover here for high-tech basketball. They've got to maintain and contain the pressure. So just playing a simple 2-3 zone defense, Johor Southern Tigers. But high-tech at the moment, making life very difficult for themselves. Sometimes you don't need to over-dribble it against a zone. Just need to play patient, calm basketball. High-tech in a man-to-man matchup. Fields trying to get compact here with Ahmed Hill. Tough take by Lewis. Garamaport gives him a second chance. Now Meme finds Chiwei Lim. There you have it. Lianga Sampan Cho for the JST Tigers. Chiwei Lim dunks it. A tough take by Ackersfields. Well, Fields gets rejected. Meme said Jusha Wadafanza. Not in my house. And now Garamaport goes in, and he'll finish in transition. And it's all JST at the moment, leading by 10. The defense so aggressive at the moment from the Southern Tigers. The home court advantage in this window, playing a big factor. Mid-range on the baseline. That time not coming of anything. They want to go down low to Garamaport, but a foul is going to be called against Eric Friedman. So that's going to be the third attack here in the first quarter. Well, baseline possession coming up for Johor Southern Tigers. They'll try to build on this one. Well, Garamaport. We'll try to build this one. Jacqueline now will try a three. He'll put this one up. He's made a few, and this one just rattles in. Been known to take three-pointers from time to time, and that's part of his game. He's definitely improved. And there's another turnover. This is where high-tech have got to capitalize, get something quick. Leach has made one three. He'll go for another one. Ackersfield's coming up with the offensive rebound. The putback is good. And that's a 5-0 run from high-tech. Nice take down the middle. That time Freddie Leach now looking to run, goes behind the back, bit of showtime, but he misses. Well, nice dime by Freddie Leach. Wasted opportunity for high-tech. Garamaport bumps, goes in, gets denied. Well, good recovery defense, but can high-tech capitalize? Another three. Foul is going to be called on the ground. So that's going to remain possession to high-tech. Possession actually indeed goes back to JST here at the moment. They'll try to build on this one. Looks like another foul is going to be called. Leash now waiting for that screen. He'll fire another three. Because that's 3 consecutive attempts. Nothing going, but now Fields thinks about it. Double team going down low to Ajesu, and now he turns it over. Well, High-Tech have got to be a lot more confident inside the paint. They have settled for quite a few three-point field goals. Haven't found the consistency so far. At the moment, only 2 out of 7. 3 have been converted so far here from Johor Southern Tigers. Got to be able to get better looks. Well, Hill's made one of them. That's a high arcing negative parabola. Well, that one almost came down with snow on it. Extending JST's lead to 8 points. Because how you finish in Group A, whether it's first, second, or third, is going to be big come the final 6. Who you match up with in Group B is Ajesu. And that's a better fight for the big man. Second shots, opportunity points have got to be a key factor tonight for both teams. Ahmed Hill with a tough fadeaway. This guy is cooking at the moment. That shot off the dribble. I don't know if I like it more than the catch and shoot, but he's clutch. Still an 8-point lead. As Johor Southern Tigers, through Maigan, pick up their 3rd team foul. That's good work from Manny Ajesu trying to post up. High-Tech again, just trying to find ways to break down the defense. Good pass, and they find Akas Fields. He'll fire a 3. Ajesu battles. But in the end, Wong Hee-ho comes up with it. It was great to see some of the top Malaysian national team players in this team. Hill hesitates. Down the middle. Now he'll go into double figures. And he feels like he'll score every time he gets the rock. 10 points already for Ahmed Hill. The foul is going to be called on the ground. That's going to be... Well, Williams-Rogers feels like he should be going to the free throw line, but I think that foul was just called before he got into his gather step. So a change here for High-Tech. Checking into the game is Ibrahim Diaby. Freddie Leash will go to the bench. Diaby is a very good impact player for this High-Tech team, and probably what they're going to need from him is probably the intense defense. I would imagine they're going to match him up with Ahmed Hill. As Aaron Garamapur will come in. It's a slightly bigger lineup here for Johor Southern Tigers. Scotty Lewis will go to the bench. He'll take a breather. More changes yet to come here for JST. So into the lineup now for Johor Southern Tigers. Jin Yen Matthew. To call him CJ Williams-Rogers. There's a reach-in foul called against Wong Hee-ho. So that's going to be the 4th and final team foul against Johor Southern Tigers. Both Wong Hee-ho, number 11, and Meimei Ting Chun Hong, number 27. There'll be 2 players, at least in the last, I'd say, 5 to 6 years, have achieved a double-double when representing the Malaysian national team. Most recently, as I already said, in the FIBA Asia Cup pre-qualifiers. But they've got to get Malaysia's national team back to the highest level, which at this stage is the FIBA Asia Cup. But obviously right now, it's getting Johor Southern Tigers to BCL Asia. Diaby kicks out. Akas Fields pump fakes, pulls up in the mid-range, and 6-1. Fields has got to have a field day today. He's got to get going if they're going to win. Wong Hee, well, there's CJY faking the handoff. Good play. Even fooled me out. As here comes Ibrahim Diaby. Diaby going coast to coast, but misses the layup. However, he'll go to the free throw line. That's the level of pace. Ibrahim Diaby can't play it. It's just so electric. Well, Thai national, of course, represented Thailand as a youth player. Has yet to feature for the national team at the highest level, but currently he's at the age just 25 years of age. A lot to like about this young man. Second free throw, no good. Still a 6-point deficit. High-tech applying on a bit of full court press. CJY just trying to keep it under control. Johor Southern Tigers have got to pass the ball around the 2-3 zone. Karamapur at the high post. We'll find Wang Yi-ho contested threes, fouled in the process. And that's a poor foul to give away because Wang Yi-ho will go to the free throw line. That's where the young players have got to... I'm not saying anything bad here about Ibrahim Diaby. I mean, I love his game a lot, but this is where you've got to understand the time and moment. You cannot afford to foul a player in the process of shooting a three-pointer when the shot is winding down. As I mentioned, with Wang Yi-ho, let's go back to 2016, FIBA Asia Champions Cup, which today is now BCL Asia. He played 2 games for the Malaysia Dragons. In the 2 seasons, 2024, of course, in 2025, he represented NS Matrix Deers. And now, with Johor Southern Tigers, this is the 3rd time he's played in Asia's highest continental club competition. Because the only other player in BCL Asia East, I think that's done that, is Jordan Tolbert, who was his teammate at NS Matrix Deers. Tolbert currently playing this campaign here for New Taipei City Kings. Both teams in that 2-3 zone. Backus Fields. That's going to be a traveling violation. And that was a wasted opportunity for a 2-for-1. Costly turnover there for high-tech basketball. And that's only turnover number 4 so far here in the first quarter. JST looking to extend to a double-digit lead. Karamapur up against the younger Manny Ajesu. That time, Wang Yi-ho turns it over. Fields going all the way and going in with a wraparound scoop reverse layup. Backus Fields now with a second field goal. Karamapur charges in, plays bully basketball. Well, somebody give the principal a phone call. We got a bully on the court. Fields pump fakes. I think actually that's Williams Rogers, my apologies. So he'll now go to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's a good chance to try to chip into the deficit right before the second quarter. It's the 26-year-old now just in the prime of his career. It's been quite a great international journeyman throughout his career. Of course, played at Troy University. .7 left here in the first quarter. 7-point lead. Well, they get it down to Lee Jun Kang. He'll put up a prayer, and that won't touch anything. So at the end of the first quarter, in game day 3, window number 2 of Group A here in BCL Asia East, Johor Southern Tigers, the home team, leading by 7 against the champions of Thailand, high-tech basketball. Well, we're going to leave you with some key stats, some highlights, and then we'll be back to the second quarter in under 2 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, live here at the BCL Asia East, currently in Johor, Malaysia, where currently it is High-Tech Basketball trailing by 7 against our host, Johor Southern Tigers. But Wang Yi-ho of the Malaysian national team, of course, going to the free throw line for 3 attempts earlier, knocking down 2 of them, but this team currently led by Ahmed Hill with 10 points. They lost their opening 2 games in window 1 in Tangerang, Indonesia. Could they go undefeated here in window number 2? That would be crucial. Led by as many as plus 20 against Dewa United yesterday, only to hang on for the win. Welcome back live here at the Larkin Arena in Johor, Malaysia. Sellout crowd tonight of Malaysian basketball fans. High-Tech begin with a 3-pointer and cut it down to a 2-possession deficit. Nice work by Spencer Williams-Rogers, now moving up to 5 points. Scotty Lewis, Mei Ting Chun Hong, Lee Che Wim on the floor, as well as Aaron Grammapur. So Ahmed Hill on the bench at the moment. He was at 30 points last night. Kicks this one out to Wang Yi-ho. Tough fadeaway. Wang Yi-ho with a big-time 7-foot show. Oh, excuse me, no, it's Mei Ting Chun Hong. Dubachi, Meguanchi. Extending it back to a 7-point lead. The kind of basketball JST wants to play at the moment. Oh, again, are you kidding me? What a block by Mei. I'd say keep it alive. Oh, and that's Nikor Jysnik for 3. That's not going to go, and it goes over the backboard. A good hustle, good recovery there from High-Tech. Well, he is one of the legends of Thai basketball. The veterans. And I hope he doesn't retire anytime soon, Nikor Jysnik. Lewis just going to the ground. Aggressive defense coming from Ibrahim Diaby. Now we're at the 10. Lewis pulls up from 18, high arc. Mei goes in the tip and count it. Arshur-E. Now he'll go to the free throw line here with 2 shots. Well, Mei's come ready to play, basketball fans. He's come ready to play. There's a different swag about him tonight as well. Look at the way he's playing this evening, and you think it's almost like they are just desperate to win this game, to go ahead in second place, because as I said, Group A, 3 teams, depending how you finish, is going to be who you get that first matchup with in the final 6. Lewis is saying go for head coach's challenge. Might be a little too early. You might want to hang on to that one. Ibrahim Diaby now isolating, goes in, he'll go to the free throw line. That's what I'm talking about, the energy that he brings to High-Tech's offense. Well, he's mobile, he's agile, and when needed to be, that game can be so hostile. It's exactly what they need. The acceleration, the hang time, the contact. This kid's going to be a great player. Three-point play converted. Because High-Tech just need to take it possession by possession. And they need to defend very well. Well, there's a good pressure, forcing a turnover. Williams Rogers tries to find Diaby, almost turns it over. Jason keeps it alive. But JST recover this one. Chi Wei now finding Scotty Lewis. Lewis only has one field goal at the moment. Well, Graham was wide open. They don't get it to it. The pass is way too late. As here comes High Tech. Both teams' transition defense, making every effort to get back on defense. Well, Diaby doesn't take many threes. Well, they left him wide open. But if they're going to leave him wide open, he's got to keep taking them. He's got to make the defense respect the shot. Well, Tin Chun Hom fires another one. That time, nobody going in to crash for an offensive rebound. Almost 3 minutes played here in the second quarter. Well, High Tech looked like at the moment maybe just a little bit out of fuel. They need to find some form of inspiration. Javi goes give and go. Williams Rogers. A barren spell of offense between both teams. Have to find that rhythm, reassert their identity. That's going to be a turnover. High Tech will get it back. So High Tech's going to make a double change. Ahmed Hill, their leading scorer with 10 points. He will check back into action. Scotty Lewis will take a breather. This is better passing around the zone defense. Freeman kicks out. James Awab will fire a three, and all of a sudden cutting it down to a three-point deficit. And if both teams are going to sit back in a 2-3 zone, you might as well just pass it around. Have a high post, have a low block, play the high-low flash game, kick out, get open looks. Ramapur thinks about the mid-range, finds Chiwei Lim. Well, maybe it goes in. That's going to be 2 more free throws coming up for Ting Chun Hong. It's got to be a little bit more aggressive. Oh, no. No foul was called indeed in the end, actually. I apologize. I was wrong. It was actually a 3-second violation. The zone works out after all. So is the defense to be, or the offense to being very static, I guess. Jacqueline passing down low to Freeman. Freeman keeps alive. Now Leach tries another three. That's on the rebound, secured by Tin Chun Hong. JST want to get something here with a man up. Trying to find open wall. Chiwei Lim, you got to take it wide open. That time just hesitated, now picks up a foul. Contesting for the rebound with Eric Freeman. That's only JST's second team foul in the second quarter. Let's have a look here. I think it's completely accidental, but not the nicest shot for Eric Freeman to take, but if you ever get a chance to meet Eric Freeman, he's a hell of a guy, I tell you, such a nice guy. Freeman tried to cement some position against Maigan. Maigan wants to be physical. Now Diaby goes baseline. Well, Diaby could have got that one to Freeman. Freeman would have been wide open. That still will remain high-tech possession on the baseline. But it's great energy at the moment from Diaby. It's providing a lot for the offense. Leash has got to go quickly. 3 in the corner. Oh, Ting Chun Hong. Wow. Jacqueline going to save that one. So JST will get it back. I think it's quite surprising now, given that High Tech only 6 offensive rebounds. I think it's even more surprising Johor Southern Tigers only have 2. Well, Tin Chun Hong, another 3. Oh, there's somebody. Just go in, run. You've only got 2 offensive boards. offensive rebounding, not only a big man's game, the guards have got to be more productive. As a foul is going to be called on the ground. That's going to be JST's third team foul. .437 to go here in the second quarter. Only a 3-point deficit. Remember, last time they met, just over 2 weeks ago, it was an overtime thriller in which High Tech went on for a 10-point victory. Jackaround puts it on the ground. Hangs in the air, but doesn't get the ad one, and he'll go to the free throw line. Well, great take by Janitip Jackaround. Just possessing a little bit of a quicker first step against Maigan. Well, Jackaround has played in the Philippines, played in Chinese Taipei, as well as for the bulk of his career in Thailand. As he first came onto the scene in 2013 as a U16 player for the Thai national team, where he averaged 9 points and 6 rebounds per game. Because he featured for High Tech in the final years of the FIBA Asia Champions Cup back in 2019, and that was when Alvak Tokyo defeated Al Riyadi in Thailand when they hosted. Cutting it down to a 1-point deficit. Hill penetrates. Kicks out to Chiwei Lim. JST go for another three. It's up, and another Sanford show from downtown. Well, John Wong Kai check into the game. His team loves to take the Sanford show. Good anticipation on defense by Chiwei Lim. Oh no, it's John Wong Kai check on both ends of the floor. So now with just under 4 minutes to go, JST currently 5 out of 9 from the three-point line. Still only leading by a slender 4 points. Leash now pulls up from 15. He's getting those good looks. That's going to be a traveling violation. Well, it's not vacation time yet. Ahmed Hill's got work to do here with JST. So maybe don't answer the phone to the travel agent. Well, he could if he wants to book tickets to the Final Six. And then who knows, wherever BCL Asia is going to be hosted. That's how important Ahmed Hill's going to be to this team. Freeman with a seal-off, and that's going to be free throws coming up for High Tech. Be a little bit better on defense. You can't just play the brute force game. Eric Freeman is such an intelligent post player. He'll just keep getting to the free throw line. Well, Freeman's only taken 1 shot tonight. He does have 4 rebounds and 2 assists, considering he's averaging nearly a double-double so far in the first 3 games at just under 17 points and 8 boards. So it just goes to show how big he is to the scoring of High Tech. High Tech tonight, 8 out of 10 from the free throw line. Makes them both. Bit of full court man-to-man pressure. Chiwei Lim finds Tin Chung Ha in the corner. That's another good look. 10 three-point attempts so far for JST here in the first half. High Tech can tie things up. They could take the lead with a three-pointer. Freeman doesn't give up on it and maybe take the lead with an Eric Freeman at 1. Well, the mismatch is bread and butter, and that's Eric Freeman inside the low paint. You've got to give it to him. You got to feed Eric Freeman. Let him go to work. 3:21 to go here in the second quarter. High Tech can indeed take the lead. And this feels all too familiar. Remember, Johor Southern Tigers had a plus 20-point lead in the second quarter against Dewa United, only for Dewa to come back and scare them. This team has got to learn how to hang on to the momentum. Oh, again, another turnover. Good anticipation. But JST get it back. John Wong Kai check. Nice spin out there by Ahmed Hill. Kicks out in the corner. Deep three, and three is up. And it's good. Sixth sad fun show of the evening for Johor Southern Tigers. Freddie Lees tries to respond. That time unable to connect. Goes out of bounds. Johor Southern Tigers will get it back. Great fight from Malaysia's 3x3 superstar, number 33, Xian Fuoi. If you're a neutral fan, you want to see this game go right down to the wire. Remember, the winner of this game will take second place in Group A just behind Dewa United. Dewa got their first defeat yesterday's Ahmed Hill from deep. Scotty Lewis fights for it, gets it back. Xian Fuoi thinks about it, now goes to his left. Offensive rebound by Hill. Goes out of bounds. 3.8 remain on the shot clock for JST. Well, looks like a timeout is going to be called for Johor Southern Tigers. Remember, we get back less than 4 seconds on the shot clock. So we'll return for this timeout in just under 1 minute. Final seconds here on the shot clock. JST's got to get one play. Quick catch and shoot. Three is up. Nearly got it. Well, they did well to get a shot off in the first place. As here comes High-Tech. Akos feels in and around the defense. Slithering. Let me tell you something. When Fields gets going, a lot of defenses are going to have a problem against him. As he levels things up. Lewis goes in. It just makes it look easy. Well, it's become the ISO method. Both teams going to their go-to scorers. Well, Jacqueline does well to keep it under control. He's unable to dab up. That was a tough pass, in which Janatip Jacqueline did magnificently to receive. I think Bongsakon James Swat has just said, hey, that was tough, bro. First time he really hit the high level. I mean, 2016 he played at the FIBA Asia Challenge with the Thai national team, but it was in the 2021 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers, almost averaging a double-double at 15 points and nearly 9 rebounds a game. And in that group, he had Indonesia, Korea, Gilas Filipinas. Those weren't easy opponents to get those kind of numbers against. Because you had to go up against Korea's Kim Jong-koo, Indonesia's Lester Prosper. And Gilas, well, there's millions of great players in the Philippines. PBA abroad, you name it. That was the level of competition Janatip Jacqueline really displayed his excellence. Little pick and roll action. That time unable to finish. High-Tech can't take the lead. Fields pulls up from 15. That time a little off the mark. Chiwei Lim just trying to find something here. Shenoe Fu will go for 3. And again, it's just raining three-pointers in Johor, Malaysia tonight. That's what this team likes to do. Last time they met, they took over 40 three-point attempts. They're now 7 out of 14 from downtown. A lot of contact as Fields gets one. Well, no, it's Eric Freeman, excuse me. Foul is on Xian Puoi. Freeman can tie the game up with 52 seconds left here in the second quarter. Up 7 out of 14 from the three-point line for Johor Southern Tigers. But right now, High-Tech slightly better inside the paint with 14 points compared to 12. 9 second chance points, but they unable to level things up. But in the end, they'll take the lead. They'll cut it down to 1 point, excuse me. Freddie Leash. Well, no, they have to take the lead. Score didn't update in time. My apologies. Freddie Leash right now just wants this a little bit more than everybody else. Ahmed Hill gets rejected. Nice block. And now here comes High-Tech. Well, Fields is wide open. Freeman couldn't get it to him. So 23.6. High-Tech will have to defend one final Johor Southern Tigers offense. Ahmed Hill patiently dribbles the ball down. Here comes the give and go with Mei Tin Chu Han. Hill still has it. Out of control. They keep it alive. Tin Chung Han puts up a prayer. Almost got it. Well, that would have been something incredible, but that is the end of the first half, where High-Tech Basketball, the champions of Thailand, have a 1 point lead against the champions of Malaysia. This is the BCL Asia East 2026. We're going to leave you with some of the top plays of the first half, the highlights, and we'll be back in just under 15 minutes. Well, welcome back here in Johor, Malaysia for this exciting game in the BCL Asia East at the Larkin Indoor Stadium. It's been quite an exciting game between High-Tech, the visitors, and our host, Johor Southern Tigers. Well, if you're only just joining us, these two teams currently right now sitting on the same record as we speak. The winner will go second place right behind the defending champions of Indonesia's IPL, Dewa United. Well, Dewa picked up their first defeat yesterday, while Johor Southern Tigers picked up their first win. But tonight, only 1 point separates both the champions of Thailand and the champions of Malaysia. It's been a very exciting game. It's been 3-point shooting on one side from JST. I mean, they've been very good so far from the perimeter. The question is, can they maintain the Sanford Cho style of basketball? Currently 7 out of 15, but you compare that to High-Tech. Well, High-Tech only 4 out of 16, but where they've been slightly better has been in transition and inside the paints. High-Tech currently with 16 points inside the paints and also 11 second chance opportunity points. Sin Chun Hong had a wide open look, elected not to go for the three-pointer. Lewis kicks out. Hill pulls up inside the key and he'll give them the lead again. Well, Hill became the first player to get to 10 points in the first quarter. That's his first bucket since the first quarter. He now has 12. Ahmed Hill still the only player in double figures tonight. Jaime Sawat thought about the three-pointer. Akasfields will go for it. Well, I don't know if that's an air ball, alley-oop, offensive rebound, second chance opportunity points. You tell me. But it does give High-Tech the lead. There's another three-pointer from JST. That time falling short. Fields comes up with it. As here we go, look out. Well, it's going to be a foul from behind. Janatip Jakawan had one thing on his mind. Now, young players watching, if you are a center, a four-stretch five, you have no excuse not to run the fast break. Be like Janatip Jakawan. Because one of the things I admire about this man is, first of all, his footwork, his technical ability as a natural five for Thailand's national team. His also ruthless aggression to go for offensive rebounds. But that final thing is his ability to run the fast break down the middle. So young players, next time your coach tells you to run the fast break, be like Janatip Jakawan. And make your free throws. 3-point lead to High-Tech. Janatip Jakawan now moving up to 9 points. So 5 rebounds potentially away from a double-double for Jakawan. JST down by 3. Oh, baseline penetration, way too easy for Scotty Lewis. Now Lewis moves up to 9. High-Tech always have to have a help side defender inside the key when Lewis wants to go one-on-one. Jakawan, nice dive, finding Eric Freeman. And it's back and forth on both ends of the floor. Maigan handoff for Scotty Lewis. Lewis twisting, keeps this one alive. I think that's going to be a foul on the ground. First team foul for High-Tech here in the third quarter, so a baseline possession coming up for the champions of Malaysia. Not quite sure who the foul is on, if it's on Freeman or if it's on Akasfields. Almost 2 minutes played here in the third. What's a sideline possession? Rappaport with a seal-off. Goes in, and just like he did with a game-winning, not a buzzer beater, but a game-winning play against Dewa. That's what you want Rappaport to do. Oh, Freddie Leash, not the first time and definitely not the last time. Follows his own shot and gets the offensive rebound. And the second chance opportunity points. Well, you can question Freddie Leash's motivation, but you cannot question his heart to win. That's going to be an offensive foul against Johor Southern Tigers. I don't think that's on Gramapur, though. I think that's whoever set the moving screen to get him open. High-Tech now can build on the lead. Chaim Sawad trying to deal with the pressure. Leach goes baseline, unable to finish. May comes up with a rebound, but throws it away. High-Tech steal it. Leach goes for another one. Another offensive rebound. Johor Southern Tigers just being beaten on will at the moment from High-Tech. Fields a lot of contact, and a foul is going to be given. So Akas Fields, okay. And he does a few press-ups. Tough as nails, Akas Fields. Well, that was the bump. Fields currently 8 points this evening, 4 out of 9 from the field. Also has 4 rebounds. Well, the last time these two teams met in Tangerang, Indonesia, Akas Fields didn't quite. Well, he had a very good game. He was 6 rebounds and 20 points, but you compare that to his opener. I mean, he is one of those players, I said, that when he gets going, I don't think there's many players in BCL Asia East that are going to be able to stop him fully. You can only hope to contain him. Lead currently to High-Tech. Still patiently trying to build an offense. Gramapur coming up for the high screen. It's another turnover. But High-Tech turn it back over. Here we go. There's a pump fake. Throws it down. Well, this young man grew up singing Glory, Glory, Man United when he grew up in Manchester. But now it's leading Johor Southern Tigers to the BCL Asia. Oh, another turnover. Here we go. Finds Gramapur again. Bumps. Big man. Gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Well, he's a coach's dream, Aaron Gramapur. This young man, of course, growing up through the youth systems of England basketball, born and raised in Stockport, Manchester. A British mother, an Iranian father, but then elected to play alongside the great Hamid Haddadi at the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup and the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. If it's one thing about the Gramapur family, hard work values. 2 magnificent sons, both great basketball players, both represented national teams. And he's been a great addition for Johor Southern Tigers here in BCL Asia East. Second free throw good. 9 points this evening for Gramapur. Just cuts it back down to 1 point deficit. Just feels a lot of contact, nothing given. Gramapur coming up with a rebound. Well, Freeman just going to the deck. Another 3 goes flying. Still haven't made a 3-pointer here in the second half. High-Tech want to run. Well, Julatep was wide open. Probably should have taken that one. Now Fields will go straight to the bucket. Unable to finish. But still JST unable to come up with a rebound. Freeman's mid-range. This time Gramapur demanding the ball. Now puts this one ahead. Wang He-ho is wide open, but a very poor pass given by John Wong Kai-Chek. Both teams failing to take care of the basketball. Manny Ajesu goes in. Great defense by Gramapur. You can definitely still see it's a bit of sloppy play from both. It seems they've got to find some composure here in their offense. Well, Gramapur makes the extra pass. Well, that's a poor foul to give away. I mean, it's the right idea. Julatep and Manny Ajesu go for the double team. That's what you want, but you don't want to be fouling when time's winding down. Because now it's a reset of the 14 for Johor Southern Tigers. This is perfect. Double team, but don't foul. Julits, I mean, Ajesu's body posture is great. Julitsep, no need to reach. Keep the hands high. Karamapur on the baseline. Up against Manny Ajesu. Goes for a tough fadeaway. Nearly got it, just rattles out. 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Of course, High Tech have had a day's rest compared to Johor Southern Tigers. And BEA, beautiful play by Fields. And Hill goes all the way. Doesn't get the ab one, but Ahmed Hill will go to the charity stripe. It's the turbo pace that Ahmed Hill likes to play, even after Akers Fields got the bucket. That foul's going to be on Manny Ajesu. Well, the free throw struggle still persists from both teams tonight. Neither will want to look back and think the outcome could have been different. Johor Southern Tigers 50% this evening from the free throw line. Ahmed Hill this time makes it, former Virginia Tech player. That's going to be a turnover. High Tech choking under pressure as we speak. They've got to be able to play composed. They've thrown it down low to Karamapur. On a fresh 24, Karamapur. Good hands by Akers Fields. Diaby. Tech want to capitalize here. Only a one possession lead. Fields in around the defense. Kicks out. Three is up in the corner. That's a good look. Ajesu counted, and he'll go to the free throw line. Well, big man Manny, like I said in the opening game against Dewa, welcome back to BCL Asia East, big fella. High Tech have missed you. Just standing at 204 centimeters, a lot of potential with this young man. Because he came onto the frame for the men's national team of Thailand in the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. So, given that he is still only 21 years of age, he's turning 22 in a month. He was averaging 6 points and nearly 5 rebounds a game. I mean, he has got a lot of potential. Last season, BCL Asia East, he was 11 points per game and 7 rebounds. 5-point lead. High Tech commit the foul, so this will send Aaron Karamapur to the free throw line. What's interesting note about Aaron Karamapur, we talked about, I mentioned obviously playing in the Olympics, the Basketball World Cup, but he's also played in BCL Americas. In 2020, he played for San Lorenzo de Almagro, the then defending champions of the former Liga de las Americas, the FIBA Liga de las Americas, which now obviously is BCL Americas. And he played 2 games in the FIBA Intercontinental Cup, which, why that's of significance. Remember, whoever wins BCL Asia 2026 will be the Asian representative at the 2026 FIBA Intercontinental Cup. Last season it was Utsunami Abrex. Any of these teams could have those aspirations, but you got to be 2 of the best teams from BCL Asia East. Be like Karamapur, playing the FIBA Intercontinental Cup. Oh, great isolation, coming in with his own rebound. And just cannot finish. Still High Tech holding on to a 2-possession lead. Gravenport in the paint, defended by Ajesu. Time winding down. Triple team comes. A little scoop hook. And that's what you gotta love it. One more time. Glory, glory. Man United as a kid. But now, glory JST and BCL Asia East. Another three goes flying. And sinks it. The legend. The Kornjaisenuk. Well, they say the three-point shot becomes fine like wine as your career progresses. 5-point lead to High-Tech. Gravenport top of the key. Gets a handoff. They'll go for another three. And still JST three-pointless here in the second half. High-Tech turning up the turbos. Diaby will go to the free throw line. Where High-Tech may have the advantage against Johor Southern Tigers is probably the ability to play this very quick pace. I mean, we could talk about the great import players that High-Tech have, but if we talk about the Thai players they have, you got Pongsakorn Jayam Sawat. You've also got Thatakanai Julatep, Ibrahim Diaby, and even Janatip Jakawan as a center. This team will play quick in transition. Combine that with the talent of their import players. Why can't High-Tech get to BCL Asia? Why not go to the Final Six? Become two of the best teams. Play against the champions of the CBA, the two best from the FIBA Vassal, and the three best from the East Asia Super League. Quick three in the corner, not going to go. Still three-pointless here in the second half. 6-point lead to the champions of Thailand. Another deep three. Gravenport coming up with the board. The foul is going to be called, so this is going to send Tim Chun Hong to the free throw line. This is where Ibrahim Diaby's just got to try to progress his game. Bring that energy, that defensive intensity. But you cannot be committing these fouls when both of you are in the penalty. Just needs a little bit more discipline. Tin Chung Hong, a.k.a. Mei, standing at 191 centimeters. Of course, it's interesting. Like Wang Yi Ho, they have played for the same teams in BCL Asia / FIBA Asia Champions Cup. Malaysia Dragons, NS Matrix Deers, and now Johor Southern Tigers, and both players in the current FIBA Asia Cup pre-qualifiers have both recorded double-doubles. Two-possession ball game. Majestu goes in, got to finish. Big fella. Welcome back to BCL Asia East, Manny. High-Tech have missed you, young man. I'm telling you, Thailand is going to be a force to reckon with in the FIBA Asia Cup come future time. 1:35 to go in the third quarter. Deep three goes flying. And finally getting a Sanford show. And it's Ahmed Hill. Well, they needed that one. Something to propel their offense. And now Freddie Leash, he'll try another one. Not going to go. Freeman comes up with a rebound. Leash another one. Still can't get it. Mei coming up with the board. High-Tech looking to cut it down to a one-possession deficit. Hill wants to go to Gravenport. Seals up. Big fella goes in. Too big, too strong, and simply just too good. Hard work pays off for Aaron Gravenport. Still High-Tech lead by one. Leash goes baseline. Fantastic Freddie, can't finish. And now High-Tech can't take the lead. It's a 3-on-1. Hesitation. Hill comes up with it. Scoop wrap misses. And great defense from Thailand's Ibrahim Diaby. And that could have been a potential 2-for-1 for Johor Southern Tigers. But High-Tech can't extend the lead. go for a deep three, and that's way off the mark. So JST will go for one final shot here to try and take the lead going into the fourth quarter. Oh, Chiwei Lim, bit of a carry around there, but it's all good at this point. Maybe he's got to go for it. Crosses over, one-legged, almost got it. And we head into the fourth and five. Holding on to a slender 1-point lead. This is BCL Asia East, Group A, Window 2, Game Day 3. We'll be back in just under 2 minutes. Back fans live here in Johor, Malaysia. Final game day of Window 2 Group A of the BCL Asia East 2026. The champions of Malaysia, Johor Southern Tigers, trailing by 1 against the champions of Thailand, High Tech Basketball. The winner of this game will indeed go into second place right behind the champions of Indonesia's Basketball League, Dewa United. Yesterday was a historic moment for Johor. I say historic, it was more monumental because Johor Southern Tigers picked up their first win and gave Dewa United their first defeats. Second time these two teams have met. They first met each other over 2 weeks ago, in which a heartbreaking defeat in overtime for Johor Southern Tigers. But here we go, final 10 minutes. JST again, like High Tech, have sat into a 2-3 zone. That's going to be a kickball violation. I think now both teams have figured out if they're going to play and exhibit the 2-3 zone defense, there's no need to over-dribble it. Just space it right, get a high-low action, get your bigs interchanging between high block and low, high post and low block. There's the high post entry. There's a kick out. James Sawad from 19, and to knock that one down. Everybody's got to play their part now. James Sawad's second field goal tonight with 5 points. You should see Lim Che Wei on the floor at the moment here. Ahmed Hill, Shen Fuoi also on the court at the moment, along with Aaron Garamapur and Ting Chun Hong Mei. Garamapur, a beautiful scoop hook, and the sublime primetime dime from the big fella in the low block. Back and forth action between these two teams. Marcus Fields trying to go off the bank. Hey, bank's open. I don't care if he called it or not. This is about getting to the final 6. Qualifying for BCL Asia 2026. Lim Chi Wei. Because I haven't seen Scotty Lewis at the moment. I'm going to go for another 3. Wedgie time. 这是什么？我不知道。Wow. 篮球在哪里？在这里。OK， 过来。How often do you see that happen? We see it happen quite a lot in BCL Europe. Well, they get it going now. Big time dunk by Aaron Garamapo as he flexes the guns. That's just only got the crowd further galvanized. But still they trail by 1. Almost 2 minutes played here. It's another wide open look. Garamapo nearly coming up with it. Goes out of bounds. JST will recover this. Great effort from Freeman, but not enough in the end. I think now you compare the percentages from the field. Shamfuoi kicks out. Tim Chun Ha, another 3, and again gives them a 2-point lead. That's only their second 3-pointer here in the second half. But the home crowd finding their voices yet again. Marcus Fields trying to attack the gaps, nowhere to go. Freeman going at Garamapo. Finding Diaby, he'll go down the middle. Diaby hangs. Comes up with his own rebound. Now Janitip Jacqueline. Oh, baby! Throws in a bit of pad thai with a hand. Well, one-handed jam. Janitip Jacqueline took no prisoners on that play. That's why you got to box out with Janitip Jacqueline on the floor. Big moment now. Time is winding down. Hill gets right to the bucket and gives them the lead back again by 2 points. Still 7 minutes of basketball to play here in the fourth quarter. Oh, it's going to be a turnover. Well, Lim Chi Wei finds Shem Fu Hoi. Neither wanted to go for a three-pointer, but can still try to build something here. And a foul is going to be called, so 2 free throws coming up here for Johor Southern Tigers. So Mei Mei will go to the free throw line. Composure desperately needed from both teams. They've got to keep things under control. Because you got to think, as I've said time and time in this game, rankings are going to be so crucial. They also have one more window to play against each other when we head to Bangkok. But you got to think and look at Group A. Currently, you've got Taiyuan Puyum Pilots, coached by the great Jurgi Kamenos. You've also got the Broncos, defending champions of BCL Asia East, South China Athletic, as well as New Taipei City Kings. So wherever you finish in this group, well, you got to think, where are your matchups going to be in the final 6? Still a 2-point lead to Johor Southern Tigers. A lot of contact there. Foul has been given. So this is great for Ibrahim Diaby. He'll go to the free throw line. He does such a magnificent job just attacking the spaces where he's got to make a help side defender committed. Any point, as we've seen, he gets to the free throw line quite often. That's undeniable. We saw that a lot in Tangerang, Indonesia. And in his second game, he was outstanding and, well, perfect from the charity stripe. 5 points tonight, 5 rebounds, but he misses the free throw. Goes in games 2 and 3. He was 100%, 10 out of 10 in both those games. Nearly had a double-double in the win against Johor Southern Tigers, but unfortunately misses them both. Well, the score has been updated. It's now indeed a 4-point lead. Trying to build something here. Paint entry down low to Garamapo. And Jessu's got to stand strong. Garamapo, fadeaway. Oh, you got to love it. Twisting, turning, and goes for the fadeaway. And the kiss of death. 6-point lead. Garamapo is bowling right now, basketball fans, and he's getting the home crowd into it. It's Aaron Garamapo's world. We're just living in it. We'll come back from this timeout in just under 1 minute. 6-point lead to the champions of Malaysia, Johor Southern Tigers. Final 6 minutes coming up. Which team is going to go into second place? Just below Delhi United. But remember, even if they win by this amount, as Manny Ajesu unable. That's the 8th rebound for Aaron Garamport. 2 away from a double-double. But going back to what I was saying, if you're high-tech, you'll play each other again. But if you're Johor Southern Tigers, you want to win by more than 10 to win a potential head-to-head. Garamport flashes high. He's got 20 points. Good defense. Good hands by Ajesu. Whoa. Quite a hard reach. Leash pulls up, and he cuts it down to 3. While Freddie Leash made the three-pointer to take it into overtime against Delhi United. Something about the final moments that the Fred still loves. Ting Chun Hong finds Garamport. Bumps, keeps it one hand, but he misses badly. Well, a lot of contact, nothing given. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Manny Ajesu. I didn't see what had transpired there, but Lim Chi Wei, I think, may have taken the full brunt of Manny Ajesu. Probably what he was trying to do is seal position and post up. Still JST lead by 3. Now kicking this one out, finding Ahmed Hill. Well, finds Mei wide open in the corner. Another Sanford show and extends it to a 6-point ball game. Mei delivering the Sanford shows. 15 points for Tin Chun Hong, one of Malaysia's greatest current players. Diaby's got to make this one. But also, Ibrahim Diaby, get ready for this man in the FIBA Asia Cup. Big response there from Diaby. Back and forth action between both JST, the champions of Malaysia, and High Tech, the champions of Thailand. Garamport baseline. Foul has been drawn, so now he'll go back to the charity stripe. Well, interesting to note, Ting Chun Hong, number 27 for JST, is actually closer to a double-double than Aaron Garamport. Mei needs 1 rebound. Garamport needs 2. But Garamport, along with Ahmed Hill, leading scorers with 20. He can now become the leading scorer if he makes this one. Well, I missed the first one, but still can extend it to a 2-possession lead if he makes this one. All the years of playing alongside the great Hamid Haddadi, and now molding into an elite, world-class international center. Bit of full court pressure, but they leave Freddie Leash wide open. It's Freddie time, 2 threes here in the fourth quarter. Only maybe 1 for 6 midway through the game. But Freddie makes them when it counts. It's a 1-point ball game. Scotty Lewis in around the defense, out of control, can't get it. High-Tech can't take the lead. Jacqueline goes all the way, and Janatip Jacqueline gives High-Tech a 1-point lead off the back of a 5-0 run. Oh, great take by Ahmed Hill as Jacqueline gets called for it. Not too much protest there. I think he understands the magnitude of the call, but let's have a look here. I think there's a lot of contact there. I think you see the thing is, Janatip Jacqueline doesn't have his arms upright. He kind of comes down with him. That's why the call has been justified. But I think if you saw Janatip Jacqueline's reaction after the initial reaction, I think he understood, you know what, yep, I got him. So Hill can reclaim the lead for Johor Southern Tigers. Got to make these free throws. The problem for JST, they have not been consistent from the charity stripe this evening. That's something they've got to improve for sure if they want to mix it up against the best teams in BCL Asia. They're 12 out of 20 tonight from the free throw line. Fantastic game for Ahmed Hill. Second leading scorer this evening with 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. But he's only taken 2 free throws. Make that 3, and he's missed 2 of them. Second one, no good. High-Tech hanging on by a thread. It would be the second victory for either team. Good defense by Lee Chae-Win. Lim Chi-Wei. Now Lewis goes. Oh my goodness. Good night. Johor, Malaysia. Scotty Lewis with a thunder dunk. And now reclaims the lead. Diaby trying to find a Jesu. Nice little give and go. Big man. Cool, calm, and collected. Great combo between Ibrahim Diaby and Manuel Jesu. The lead just goes back and forth between both teams. High-Tech with 10 steals this evening. Johor Southern Tigers with 7. Little pick and pop action with Ting Chun Han. Now good defense. Now making 11 steals. Leash goes for it. 3 is up. Doesn't get it. Diaby comes up with it. And the second chance opportunity points gives High-Tech a 3-point cushion. High-Tech about to do it again. Break the hearts of Johor Southern Tigers. They've got to hang on. Karamapur handoff. Well, Maymay can level the game up. Big time 3! Maymay now with 18. Ice hole. And he makes it look easy. That is a big time Sanfun show. Still, Johor Southern Tigers in the zone defense. Jaime Sawat, he'll fire a 3. Again, back and forth as they reclaim a 3-point lead. His second 3-pointer of the night. The man who featured for Thailand in the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers gives High-Tech the advantage with 1:43 to go. Well, back and forth action tonight here in Johor, Malaysia. And I don't think a timeout was called. The players have to come back. Well, these Malaysian basketball fans have not lost hope. The atmosphere, like it's been in every game so far, has been simply exhilarating. Well, there's a take by Scotty Lewis. A foul has been given. Now, may not be the worst foul in the world. Because, as I reiterate, JST have not been great from the free throw line tonight. 12 out of 22. Scotty Lewis, 11 points. He hasn't made a free throw tonight. He's 0 out of 2. But he's got to be able to knock these down. Make it a 1-point deficit. 131. Drafted by the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA. Played in Lebanon, Canada CBL. Makes us one. And now here in BCL Asia East. Both free throws good. No problem for Lewis. Well, those are big-time shots indeed because now they just need to get one stop. But if you are high tech, you got to keep scoring. Keep making the deficit as big as possible. James Sawad in the backcourt along with Ibrahim Diaby. They also have Eric Freeman and Freddie Leach. Still a zone defense being exhibited by Johor Southern Tigers. Leach trying to find Eric Freeman at the high post. Freeman was wide open. James Sawad. He has made 3 crucial three-pointers tonight for High Tech. He's come big. And I'm telling you, could he be about to break Johor Southern Tigers' hearts yet again? Still this time. 4 minutes. 4 minutes, what am I saying? 1 minute, 8 seconds. This game has got me. Incredible atmosphere tonight. High Tech have made the threes when they count. 10 out of 32. Pong Sakor and James Sawad is now 3 out of 4 from downtown. I mean, Freddie Leach has taken 14 of those. He's 3 out of 14, but he's made 2 crucial ones here in the last few minutes. 1 minute left. GST. Can they find buckets? Garamaport. Double team comes. Still got it. Bumps. Jump hook. And a big time play by Aaron Garamaport. Could be a crucial moment now. High Tech need one final bucket, you think, to kind of close this off. Jesu. Diaby want to put this in the hands of Pong Sakor and James Sawad. It's not the worst foul in the world because it's only the second team foul against Johor Southern Tigers. Shot clock is now 23 seconds difference. Johor Southern Tigers just need to defend one final play to come up with possession. Well, they get it inbound. Well, Jesu pump fakes. Pulls up for it. And Madia Jesu. Welcome back to the BCL Asia East. JST has got to go. Lewis. Still taking his time. Pulls up for a fadeaway high arc and a big time play. 20.2. JST's got to put some pressure now. They've got to press. They got to foul. They've got to foul. They have to foul. They have to foul. They've got to foul. And they've got to commit 2 more fouls. No communication. Shot clock was turned off. Well, they have to foul quick. Not a lot of time here for Johor Southern Tigers. I think a timeout is going to be called, so we'll be back in just under 1 minute. Outstanding game tonight here for Aaron Gravenport. 23 points for the big fella, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. Just leading all scorers this evening, but kind of felt there. Did Johor Southern Tigers know that they had fouls to give? Did they know the shot clock was going to be turned off? Because not only do they need to foul now, they also need to commit another one. In which this is perfect for Heidsieck, because you just get to take more time off the clock. If Freddie Leash was playing for JST, I wouldn't have any worries, because as we saw the other night, he comes up with steals and three-pointers to take games into OT. Well, there's a reach. They come up with it. Little bit of time left. Lewis, 3. Almost got it. Well, nearly an exciting ending. Not quite meant to be, but all is not over yet. These two teams will meet again in Bangkok, Thailand. An incredible game, to say the least. It went right down to the wire. One final shot, and it was High-Tech who hang on. Congratulations to High-Tech basketball. They win this game as they hold on for the win. An incredible atmosphere tonight here in Johor, Malaysia. But in the end, it will be High-Tech who pick up the second victory. An incredible atmosphere overall. Well, fans, we do thank you for joining us, but very soon we will be getting a post-game interview with the player of the game. As we're getting the billboard very soon and quite ready so we can meet with the player of the game. But, well, I've got a feeling it's going to be Thailand's number 1, Janatip Jakawan, who tonight, an outstanding performance of 13 points, 5 rebounds, along with 4 assists. So we'll be getting an interview with him very, very soon, to say the least. Of course, also we'll have the post-game press conference where we'll meet with High-Tech head coach Pachakon Natlakul and Janatip Jakawan, as well as head coach Kien and Yong of Johor Southern Tigers and Ahmed Hill. But very soon, we'll have the post-game interview with our player of the game. Well, there is the player of the game, Janatip Jakawan. Like I said, we'll get his thoughts very, very soon indeed. Well, magnificent performance, not only from Johor Southern Tigers, but also these fans. You've got to think as well, I mean, one final window where they'll play against both Dewa United. Well, let's get a thoughts here from Janatip Jakawan, our player of the game. Side Manny Ajesu, so we'll go down courtside very, very soon. So Manny Ajesu is with Janatip Jakawan to translate.
Game interview for the player of the game, and that goes to number 31, Janatip Jakawan. And Janatip will be speaking in Thai, and his teammate, Emmanuel Ajesu, will translate in English. Janatip, congratulations. Fantastic game. I mean, it could have gone either way. What won you the game tonight? Was it your defense or your offense?
สำหรับผมนะครับคิดว่าเกมป้องกันเป็นเกมเป็นสิ่งที่สำคัญที่สุดนะครับเราก็ได้ดูเกมเมื่อคืนที่ได้เจอ2คู่ระหว่างมาเลเซียกับอินโดเราก็มาซ้อมเมื่อเช้านี้ทำให้เรามีแผนการป้องกันที่ดีในวันนี้ครับ
To us, we had a game yesterday and we fixed our defense. We focused more on the defense, and it helped us out today.
Personally, you know, the game could have gone either way, but what does this win mean to you in terms of growing the team, in terms of the confidence in this fantastic basketball competition?
ครับก็เกมนี้ทำให้เราสร้างความมั่นใจให้กับทีมเพราะว่าเกมที่ผ่านมาเราเจอกับอินโดเราได้แพ้เขานะครับแล้วระบบป้องกันไม่ดีพอเกมนี้เราชนะเราทำให้เรามีความมั่นใจมากขึ้นในเกมหน้าที่จะแข่งที่กรุงเทพ
This game means a lot to us for our confidence in our next game at home, because we lost to Indonesia. Like we fought our ass off, and we're ready. We're confident for our next home game.
And final question, congratulations again. What will the team need to work on to improve when you go back to Thailand?
ก็คิดว่าเป็นเคมีในทีมมากกว่าการที่จะเข้ากันเพราะว่าเราเพิ่งมาเล่นด้วยกันในฤดูกาลนี้เพราะว่าต่างชาติเป็น new import ใหม่หมดเลย
We gonna fix more of our chemistry because we got like some new players coming back. So we try to like play together more and stuff like that.
Okay, gentlemen, stay where you are. Thank you very much. And how do you say thank you in Thailand? Savdi Kap? Khop Kum Kra? Khop Kum Kra? Okay, thank you. Just stay where you are. Just stay where you are. Whoa, stay where you are. Okay, right there. Okay, thank you very much to both our players, Emmanuel Jesu for translating, and Shanatip Jakawan, who's our player of the game with 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Please stay with us on the live stream. Coming up next, the post-game press conference.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Basketball Champions League Asia East post-game press conference. The game tonight was between High Tech Basketball Club and the Johor Southern Tigers. The High Tech Basketball Club won this game 91-89. My name is Ben Ibrahim. I'll be the moderator for both press conferences, and we'll be starting with the Johor Southern Tigers team. On my left is Coach Danny Yong, and on my far left is the player of the game, well, their player, Ahmed Hill, who scored 20 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and had 5 assists. So we're now going to invite Coach Danny to give his opening statement of the game tonight. Coach Danny.
Hi everyone and good evening, Ben Ibrahim. Here I'm start. We need to congratulate to our opponents, High Tech. They are doing good and they are prepared to go better than us. Just about they can stop our scoring machine, Scar TV. And the first, I saw on the stat, we are losing on 19 offensive rebound. They got 19 offensive rebound. That is very, very worst stat on that. Others is okay, quite good. And only the first quarter we leading. Otherwise, so far, so good. And we were prepared. The next 1 week, maybe I need to catch it up and change some statistics. Change some play. Maybe we can win again in Thailand.
Thank you very much, Coach, for sharing. Same opening, like to invite Mr. Ahmed to give the opening statement for the Johor Southern Tigers.
Yeah, as Coach said, 19 offensive rebounds, hard to overcome, especially when they're so close to the basket with tip-ins. I don't know how many they converted on, but that's still a lot, and we only had 5. So we have to gain rebound as a team, or at least try to get a hand on it. Box guys out, but other than that, I think it was a great game from us. We kept everybody kind of under their average on High Tech. There's a lot of even scores, but other than that, I just think the 19 offensive rebound just jump off the board to us. They had 76 shots, and we only shot 61 times, so they had double, 10 more shots, 12 more shots than we got, so that hurts, and we only lost by 3, so, if we would have got a couple more rebounds, the game could have went another way.
Thank you very much, Ahmed, for sharing. I've got one question for the both of you. It's the same question. I'll start with Coach Danny. Coach Danny, and I will paraphrase it in Bahasa Malaysia as well. Coach Danny, you guys came very, very close to finishing it successfully. Tapi how much did penat and fatigue play a factor tonight? And how do you think the team will learn from games macam ni lah, tough games like this?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, everyone. Just our Thailand coach coming in a little bit earlier. Coach Danny.
Ya, tim kita yang telah penat kerana kita sebab ada tough game kan. Tapi itu yang tidak excuse yang pada kita. Kita mesti nak learn dengan Thailand atau Indonesia kan. Dekat Indonesia kita pun ada extra time.
Just speak it though.
Sorry. Tak apa, maknanya kita mesti learn how we control the stamina dan keperluan kita mesti shoot more attempts because the offensive rebound very not good on us. Saya tidak ada kemarah tapi kita mesti belajar dengan orang tim.
So I would just translate Coach Danny's answer. He answered in a mixed language of Bahasa Malaysia, the official language of Malaysia, and also with English as well. But for our viewers who didn't understand the Bahasa Malaysia part of Coach Danny's statement is that he will not use fatigue as an excuse. The team Johor Southern Tigers have to learn from moments like this. There will be situations where they'll be put in a schedule which could potentially lead to fatigue, but good teams grow with tight schedules, and he will go back to the drawing board, make some adjustments with his players to make, hopefully, Thailand a successful trip for the Johor Southern Tigers.
Yeah,
so, Ahmed, I'm just going to repeat the question once again, just to refresh your memory. How much did fatigue play a factor in that game? Because you guys had a big and tough win last night, but how much did that play into it?
Just like Coach said, we can't use it as an excuse. Every team plays back-to-back, so they was a little bit more energized, more fresh than us, but we still can't use that as an excuse. We got to come out and execute regardless. Next week we might have another back-to-back game, or somebody else have a back-to-back game, so we just got to come out and execute no matter how many days we play in a row. I think that's what separates great teams, is when you can come out and do it again and again and again, no matter if it's back-to-back or a day off. So I won't use that as an excuse as well.
Not a problem. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Just stay where you are. Just stay where you are. We're just going to end the JST press conference very, very shortly. Was this commiserations on your loss tonight? But I'm sure JST will bounce back, and we wish you all the very best for your trip to Thailand and your games. Thank you very much to our viewers for sticking with us for the Johor Southern Tigers post-game press conference. Please do not go anywhere. Very, very shortly after this break, we will be inviting the high-tech basketball coach and player to give their statements about how they saw the game. Please stick with us. But on behalf of Basketball Champions League Asia, we thank Coach Danny and Mr. Ahmed Hill for their post-game conference comments and statements and sharing. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you very, very shortly. Stick with us. Welcome back, everyone, to our post-game conference or press conference, the game between High Tech Basketball Club and the Johor Southern Tigers. My name is Ben Ibrahim, the moderator for today. As I mentioned earlier, with the Johor Southern Tigers team, the score was 91-89 in favor of High Tech Basketball Club, who played a fantastic game. So well done to both teams. On my left, right next to me, is Coach Pachakon Lelakun, and also the player of the game. On my far left is number 31, Mr. Shanatip Jakawan. Gentlemen, congratulations on the victory. I would now like to invite Coach Pachakon for his opening statement of how you saw the game tonight.
We know we come the Johor Southern Tiger home. We know it's going to be a tough game today, but we did it great. We did it do our plan. That we do our plan to stop them, try to stop them. Okay, so we did it great.
Shanatip?
yes ก็ผมก็ได้ดูเกมเมื่อวานที่เขาเล่นกันนะครับแล้วเราก็ได้แก้ทางเกมรับของเขาทำให้วันนี้เราได้ทำได้ดีครับ
We watched the game yesterday and we set the plan to stop to make our defense and our defense go well.
Okay, so Mr. Shanatip will be answering in Thai, everyone, so please listen for the translation. So we have some questions here for you. So for same question to the both of you. Finally, the team has gotten back on track with tonight's escape. It could have gone another way. How did you like the composure that the team showed, even with a good and loud Malaysian crowd behind them? Coach.
Okay, well, that's all I said. We know we are gonna come to the Malaysia home. We know the crowd is gonna be like a crazy, so we prepare to do that all the time. We're gonna talking with pressure, under pressure, everything. So we can handle. It's good.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach. Shanatip, same question.
ก็แล้วผมมันได้เคยผ่านเกมกดดันอย่างเงี้ยมาล่าสุดก็คือ4เกมทำให้ตัวผมเนี่ยมีความนิ่งขึ้นอะไรเงี้ยครับทำให้แบบไม่ค่อยกดดันมาก
So he been playing for SEA Game in the pressure like this, in the home crowd like this. So I think he play better in the pressure.
Okay. So second and final question, same to both Coach and Shanatip. Coach, how crucial was tonight's win now that High Tech has taken solo second spot in Group A?
It's a great win. We keep it a second spot. You know, we try to win every window. We try to do everything we have. We try to keep the detail. Okay, so.
Same question to Shanatip.
รู้สึกยังไงที่อยู่ในอันดับที่2ทีมอยู่ในอันดับที่2วันนี้
ครับก็รู้สึกโอเคครับเราก็เล่นตามมาตรฐานของเราถึงแม้ว่าเราจะยังแพ้ทีมอินโดอยู่นะครับแต่คิดว่าเกมที่ไทยแลนด์เนี่ยเดี๋ยวเราจะทำได้ดีมากยิ่งขึ้นกว่าเดิม
He think we play as our standard, but I think we will do better the game in Bangkok in next week.
Okay. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time tonight. Please stay where you are. Congratulations on the victory tonight. A very, very great game. And we wish you all the very best on your home crowd in Thailand very, very soon. I'm sure the team will play with a lot of heart and composure and passion. So thank you very much to Mr. Shanatip Jakawan. Thank you very much to Coach Pachakon Lakun. And as they say in Thai, Kop Kun Kra. To all our viewers in Thailand, congratulations. And please, everyone, thank you for being such a wonderful audience over these last 3 days on our live stream. And we've seen some very positive comments. Please keep those comments coming. Please keep the feedback coming. And we look forward to catching up with you for our next window, which will be in Thailand. You have watched tonight, or this week, the Basketball Champions League Asia East. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. Take care, and we'll see you next time.